Yes.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. It's 5 p.m. in Montrose, Colorado. This is Distinctive Delphine, and today I have the privilege of interviewing the legend himself, Gary
Legend.
Rawls. Hi, Gary. How are you doing today?
I don't know where I got any titles like legend, but I'm doing fine, thanks. I'm surviving, I guess, through
Yes,
this whole ordeal. Um,
it's
I have a
been
mask, and I haven't gone outside very often. Run a few critical errands, excuse me, but pretty much following the rules. Is there?
and thank you for that. I think it's crucial and it's important that everybody does their part, right?
Right.
Tell me a little bit about yourself for the listeners who do not know you. Tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do for the Montrose Association of Realtors.
Well, actually, real estate is my second career. I was an educator for 39 years and a coach and an administrator and a teacher. And after retiring, I went into real estate at the coaxing of some of my in law friends. And I have lived in Montrose for, gosh, I can't even think, probably close to 40 years now.
Wow, so you've seen Montrose go through a lot of changes.
But a lot of changes. When I came from the Los Angeles area, I thought this was really, really, really slow area, slow time, slow pace. I think we only had three signals in town, at that time. Um, so yeah, I've seen a lot of changes in the
At,
demographics and everything.
at least there's one thing that never changes is that is our beautiful mountains. I love the view from here. It's what takes my breath away every day.
Yeah, for sure, and I think that helps create a lifestyle that we all come here for,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm here. So for lifestyle.
Awesome. Well, that's why I'm here too. And then tell me a little bit to go back to real estate and the Montrose Real Estate Association, Montrose Association of Realtors. Can you tell me how has COVID affected how you run business at MAR?
Well, obviously, we follow the same orders and same rules. We have our AE, Jana Burton, has gone remote in all of her work. She's pretty much staying at home. She obviously goes in and checks the mail every once in a while at the office, but we're pretty much there to pass on everything that we are hearing from the state and from the national level, um, about how we're supposed to react to this whole COVID-19 pandemic.
And on that note, there's been, I think realtors have been really riding this roller coasters, right, on information. One day we can show, the next you can't. And so we have a little bit of flexibility coming up on Monday. And the governor has said that showing would be allowed, but there are still restrictions. And why don't you share a little bit more about your understanding of the order and what you think is going to change on Monday, so all the realtors in town can kind of be on the same page and know where we stand on that.
Well, I just want all the realtors and all the business people in our business, I should say, um, to understand that it's not just an open door. We do have restrictions, like you said, and we can do a one-on-one showing, but we have to limit it to three people.
Yeah.
So we can't have a whole family go in to view a house, and so it's just basically got to be the realtor and the two other people.
Yeah.
That for the showings.
People involved in the transaction, right?
Right. So and it is opening the doors, and it makes us feel more comfortable in our ability to go out and do our business.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope we follow the procedures as they're put in place, because if we don't, then we could go back to step one when there were no showings, and it was very restricted in as far as what we were able to do.
Yeah.
So I would encourage all of my fellow realtors and people in the business to make sure that we follow the rules that are written down.
Yeah, so which includes the maximum of 3 people, including the realtor, wearing a mask, make sure you disinfect, Clorox wipes in your car with you at all times, wearing gloves, booties, whatever is necessary to make it safe.
All of the above, and
Mhm.
and another thing that I heard in the legal bites from Carr is that office functions are supposed to be no more than 50% of the people.
Yep.
As of Monday.
Mhm.
So I hope that we all follow those kind of rules. So
I agree.
but it's been really interesting sitting in my chair and Janice's chair too, because we are the ones that usually field all the questions and have to make all of the, I don't know about decisions, but we're the ones that are transferring the decisions on to all of our people in our membership.
Yeah.
We have some people that just want to follow it to the letter, and others that want to try to get around it. So I hope that everybody tries to follow the rules as they're written. So.
And I do think that most people, and I know that there are a few that will always try to get around the rules. But what I have noticed and I have seen in Montrose so far, and I'm fairly new in this business, so don't quote me on it, but I have seen so much partnership and collaboration and respect that I feel great going back into it. And I am really hoping, and this is more, I echo what you're saying, really. I am really hoping everybody can follow those rules because it is so important for us to keep doing business. If you think about someone who is at the end of their lease and they were planning on buying a house and now they couldn't even go find a house and look at a house, it's really hard to put an offer together, which is a binding contract, and go look at your house. So I really hope, and I really believe in this collaboration within realtors to make sure everybody stays safe. And I really think that most of our realtors in town and in business currently will really follow to the T, because at the end of the day, if we don't, then we'll have to take some step back. I totally agree with you.
And when we have so many people in our business, whether it's lenders or whether it's title companies or us as realtors, that we have been so creative in working through all of these things with virtual tours, and it's amazing, and it is nice to see that we're all trying, and I'm sure most everybody is trying to do their own part, because we don't want, and I certainly don't want to go back to step one, when the governor and attorney general came out and said that there were no showings. We were not essential. So I think we need to concentrate on and make the effort to make sure that we are in line.
I agree. I also think I love your comment about being creative. I refinanced my home and I stayed in my car while I was doing the closing with the title company. And I thought it was so great that I could still do that. And, with everything going on, the fact that I was able to refinance my home, get some cash out in case anything goes wrong, was huge for me. It really put some security in my life. And if I had not have been given this opportunity, it would have been a huge impact on my life personally. So I do love the creativity to be able to work together. So let's keep it that way.
Yeah, and I think we have to understand that everybody's stretching themselves, so to speak, to accommodate these transactions. And so, power to us, great. And as I said before, I think we're all in this together, and let's just try to maintain the course, and
and we are better together, always. Pardon? We are better together, always.
Oh, we are. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And I think that we're sending the right message if we're all in together, and and we're trying to create and send out to our public the same message.
Yeah. Agreed. And talking about, being better together, I also know that the Montrose Association of Realtors have been quite involved in the community through these hard times. And there's a couple things that you've done that really we've done, I guess.
We've done, right? It's all of us.
Highlight. Yes, I would like to highlight those few things. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, we went on at our last board meeting where we were social distancing. We stayed 6 or 8 feet apart in our last board meeting, which was in the first part of March. Mm-hmm. And when it was coming around, we decided that we wanted to contribute to the community as much as possible. And so we reached out to the hospital and made a donation to the hospital, but we also went to a couple of our local food people that were doing takeouts, and we created business for them and gave to the hospital. So, and the nurses, I have a couple of friends that are nurses, and I actually have a niece who's a nurse, and they were so appreciative of the lunches and just the gesture. And I think that the recognition that they were getting from us, so that we knew that they were putting themselves out there. Mm-hmm. And then also we made a donation. I was reading in the paper this morning. Yesterday morning, about the Warrior Service Center under the direction of Mike Pricky. Yep. And so we made a donation to them yesterday too, because they were in need of some funds for supplies and everything like that. So we made a donation to them too.
And that's amazing. I want to thank you for what you do. I mean, representing such a big group of people is not easy, and trying to keep everything together, and your constant presence is really known in the industry. And I'm sure you know that, but I am, being new to the industry, very impressed with that. So I want to thank you for all you do. And if you have anything else that you want realtors
it's not just me, it's the board. I represent the board, and we all represent our realtors and members of the and affiliates too. So it's all their part, and I just happen to get to be in the pictures.
Well, thank you. It takes a special person to be able to do it. I'll tell you that. So thank you for all you do. And if there is anything else that you want Montrose to know or realtors to know, let me know. You've got the floor.
Well, I would like to say that unfortunately, that we have lost due to resignation, our AE, who's association executive, she's offered her resignation that will be effective the 22nd of May. Jana Burton has done a great job for us and really helped us in a big transition. So I want to thank her, and we'll be moving on. So figuring out what we're going to do next. So thanks.
Thanks, Jana. I know that we've had a lot of comments when you posted it to let the realtors know, because she's been there for so many of us. And she's really a key when you get started to be that support and right there for all of us. So thank you, Jana.
It's been a big support.
Yes. Thank you, Jana, for all you've done. And at least we have a few more weeks with her. That's good to know.
Right. So, okay. That's about it for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. There you have it, Montrose. If you have any questions, the Montrose Association of Realtors is available online. There's a lot more information than we think on the website, and I really love the way it's done. So if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And thank you all for listening. Thanks, Gary.
Okay, thank you. Bye.